Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 29th episode of Carnival Cruising Podcastaway, the podcast where we talk about anything and everything Carnival cruising related. My name is Trevor Shelby, and joining me on this cruising adventure is my good friend, Thomas Kennedy. How you doing today, Tom?
No, I'm good. I had a nice meal.
Yeah.
I might have set up another interview with someone who was there when I made the mermaid screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it's not Laura.
Yeah.
But it is someone else who was there.
Maybe they could revisit that episode and figure that out. Yeah, he was there. That's what you said before, so.
Okay.
Anyways. Yes. And today we do have some special guests. Actually, I checked on them. They are in the green room right now, getting prepared. We got the makeup people in there. I told them they don't need makeup. We don't have
a green room budget.
We do now. You didn't hear the news? We got approved for a green room. So really weird, but I checked on them. They're doing okay. They're getting prepped. I said
because these people are pretty famous.
Yeah, super famous people. We're gonna have to really impress them. They requested tons of honey buns. It's really weird.
Tons we had to get them a gross of Little Debbie honey buns.
Yeah, it was really odd. Anyway,
but we got a special treat for them anyway.
Yes, we do. Yeah. We got a little surprise for them. But before we bring on our special guest today, I wanted to talk about some interesting things that had actually been going on in the cruising world. And it's a story that's been developing all the last couple of days.
Since Monday, I think.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to do this in the order that I first kind of saw it and saw all these news headlines. And so I'm pretty much going to go over the news headlines that I saw in order. So the first one was that the Carnival Magic was being brought back to New York, and it was being brought back by escort. So for whatever reason, it was being escorted back. And then we found out they were escorted back because there was a fight on board. And it said a large fight. It didn't really specify how many people were brawling. And so then I see a report that there's 40 people that got in a fight over infidelity is basically what it said. Cheating. Someone was cheating. And I was like, okay, well, that's that Jerry Springers it up a little. And now today, or I think it was this morning, I saw it's gone from 40 people to 60 people. And it was because of a threesome gone wrong.
Well, those are the way I saw them too, only it was the information on that is incorrect because they were on their last day of the cruise.
Yes.
They were supposed to pull into New York.
Yeah, but I think the point was they were brought in with escort. And they were brought in. It was the day they were supposed to come in, but they went directly in. There was no slowing down or coming in at a certain time. It was, they're bringing them in now.
And then, then it was it said a fight broke out at 5 a.m. in the Vibe nightclub.
Yes.
And I was like, 5 a.m.?
Yeah.
On the morning that you're supposed to be docking,
the
Vibe nightclub isn't even open.
One of the reports said it spanned 3 floors.
It spanned 3 hours too.
Yeah, isn't that insane? This is the most epic fight apparently.
But what Ship Life reported on, because he's been in contact with several people on that were on the ship, and has gotten some information and kind of pieced together some things. Part of it was the threesome thing, and another was like a dispute over something else, and they got into a fight, and then it was like 4 different fights that ended up merging into one giant fight.
Yeah, that's kind of like the. Have you ever heard of the perfect storm? So
Yes.
it's kind of like the perfect storm situation where you have all this coming together for this perfect storm. Well, this was like the perfect fight storm.
Yeah.
So they merged together, and yeah,
I,
fortunate, I
I
guess.
I think someone started a fight club, and they, no one talked about Fight Club. They just ended up joining, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
security shows up.
Yeah,
You know,
and that's weird. This it's childish of me because I keep going back to the whole threesome thing that started this whole thing, which cracks me up. So I want to know more details on this. Like, so was was somebody not invited? Was this supposed to be maybe a foursome and like one person didn't get invited? Or was this two couples? Or was this like three random people? Or
or
I need
someone
more
had,
details.
or the wife was wearing a pineapple, and the husband wasn't.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Were pineapples involved? Were they upside down or right side up? This is the information that we need.
Did they have a unicorn?
Yeah, and anything. I mean, I think that it for our best interests, this should all be tried on Judge Judy. So I mean, so we can watch it and know what's happening. I don't know
you
if that would
know,
be possible or not.
I mean, people just need to watch my top 5 ways of getting kicked off of a ship and banned for life
Yeah.
on my YouTube page.
Mm-hmm.
Because fighting is one of them. So they just kicked off and banned 60 people from Carnival.
Well, like who knows how many people, like of those 60 people, how many even got arrested? Like the last time I checked, there's not even that many, like that's not that much information on how many people actually got arrested or identified as a part of this fight. I know they know it's like a large number of people, but like in a big crowd, are you really going to know everybody that was involved? I hope there's a little clarity that comes out in this. Only because I'm nosy, not because legally I want to know things. Only because I am just completely nosy and I want to know. So,
Inquiring minds want
yes,
to know.
yeah, the Jerry Springer inside of me would like to like. I want to know.
Well, is this a Jerry Springer, or is this a Maury Povich issue? That's
Well,
what I want.
Maury's more like the aftermath, whereas the Jerry Springer, like I associate this threesome with more of a Jerry Springer thing because you never know, the third person might have been an ex baby mama that they may have found out was actually a cousin, and that's why they're ex baby mama now, and but you just can't like let that go because that was like your first love, and whenever that happens you have to like not that I know this but like other people, so not kidding. Anyways, but the but what I'm getting at is that I think there's a Jerry Springer element to this. With Maury, it's more like you are the father.
Well, I mean, okay, so we could actually, combine, kick Judge Judy out, because Jerry Springer now has a court show.
Oh, well, that's
He's
what we
now
need.
Judge Jerry.
Yeah, Judge Jerry. We need Judge Jerry, and we need to pull Maury in if this threesome ends with a baby story.
Yeah.
See, then we could pull him in for the "you are the father."
But where does Steve come in?
Well, and Steve, he's probably the bailiff or something now, or does he have his own show?
No, he's got his own show now.
Is that Jerry Springer-esque?
Jerry's it's a Jerry Springer-esque type show. He's kind of taken over Jerry's persona.
Okay.
But yeah, Jerry's got a different bailiff.
Yeah. Well, then this should be a special episode where he comes in as the bailiff, I think. So
Yeah.
because I don't see any other spot for him, unless we want to do a Jerry Springer-esque episode about all of this to bring everything into light too. So
that may work. I mean, but okay. So I think we've gone on long enough, and I think
yes.
Let's just go and move on to our guest, because I think we've discussed enough about the brawl and the possible Jerry Springer episode.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
You know,
I
have a feeling this is going to sprawl a couple episodes of ours.
So now I warned you all that we were having guests over today, and I said to look presentable. I said presentable, Mr. Kennedy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize there were going to be famous people.
Yeah, famous people. Yes.
I mean,
it is my pleasure to introduce everybody to YouTube content creators, travel vloggers, and travel advisors, and all around best friends, Siobhan and Brandon Parker from Parker's on the Go. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
I mean, we do have a gift for you.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
They're hostess.
Those are hostess.
Hostess.
I could give it a try.
These are
these
delicious.
Are the jumbo ones.
Jumbo.
So,
Oh, that's okay. We keep them on deck, so no worries.
Since we're all eating honey buns here,
there we go.
Honey buns all around.
Honey buns all around. It was really funny.
This is gonna kill me because I'm keto.
Yeah, I took a nibble.
I'm gonna eat the whole damn thing.
Yeah. Well, yes, you guys are known for the honey buns, and I love that. It cracks me up. Mr. Kennedy told me, he was like, we've got to get honey buns, but we have to get the hostess kind.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, let's do it.
I was, especially after the discussion a couple of weeks ago, and either your live or Have Luggage's live, where I actually caused an argument between Hostess and Little Debbie.
Yes.
No, I think that was on Have Luggage's live.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut that down pretty quick.
Yeah.
Now,
Little Debbie all the way over here.
Now, speaking of Have Luggage, I do want to put it out there that our thoughts are with Josh. We want to tell him that, we hope his foot gets to feeling better, that we're so sorry about not receiving any gelato, and that our thoughts and prayers are with him right now.
And to Amanda, I sent you a recipe for homemade gelato. This could
you could do.
Save you from the litigation problems that you're going to have in the future.
Yes. And if you guys don't know what we're talking about, you're missing out, because it's a lot of fun. So you need to join the lives to kind of find out more. And there's a lot of craziness.
Hashtag GelatoGate. Hashtag justice for Josh.
Yes.
Hashtag HHB.
Yeah. So, how have you guys been?
Busy.
Yeah,
busy.
Absolutely busy.
Yeah,
it's been a crazy couple of months here. So
yeah,
we're happy.
I feel you.
Now, you guys have a cruise coming up, but you guys got off a cruise not too long ago on the Magic, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's actually my favorite Carnival ship.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah. Well, I have a special connection with that ship.
Okay.
We spread my dad's ashes off the back of her. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's understandable.
Yeah.
That's understandable. Yeah, I think it was more of the port than the ship, though. I think we would have been better off if the port wasn't as crazy as it was.
We were very soured by the time we actually got on the ship.
Yeah.
We saw that. I mean, you guys had like 6 different places you could park that you were given on that first day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was bananas.
Yeah.
I mean, thank gosh for that Facebook group. Yeah, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have been as lucky as we were just even trying to get in line and get on the ship. So
yeah.
And did they compensate you all for the smell and for the ship?
No, they took our money, but they didn't give us any back.
We also didn't present it because we don't want to be those type of people, and everybody was dealing with it, so we never the guest services or anything like that.
Yeah, we had a smell issue. I don't know if it's a dream class thing or what. We had a smell issue on the breeze at the end of May. And it was, but they said that somebody flushed something they weren't supposed to, is what they told us. And they had a pipe or something back up in. So it was in a very unfortunate spot right next. You could smell it the most at the anytime dining room. So it was like not great.
No, not
I was like,
all.
thank goodness we chose like early dining. We're at the back of the ship. But
now, did you get compensated?
Right, exactly.
No, did not. We didn't even complain about it. Honestly, like we were on deck 11 where we slept, and so that wasn't too bad. But
see, I'm always the guy who's like, man, I need to bring my own toilet paper because I hate that toilet paper. And everyone's like, no. So I don't bring it, and I'm glad I don't.
Yeah,
you know, even though I'm tempted to.
Yeah, but I think because of the way their systems are, they probably buy specialty. But look at us getting to the depths of the
yes.
Yeah.
Shit.
I can't remember.
This is like OG episode too. We argued over bringing toilet paper before one of our first episodes. So
it was actually our first episode. It was like a top 10 of what you should bring.
So do you guys know, like off the top of your head, just about how many cruises you've been on?
We should have a down pat answer.
No, I have an answer.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, okay. I actually counted them today. We've done 10.
10. Awesome.
10?
Yes.
Across what cruise lines?
Between Carnival and Royal.
Very nice.
Mostly Carnival, though. We've only done 2 Royal. We're heading on our 3rd.
Yeah, so 2 Royal, 1 Virgin.
Oh, yeah, and Virgin, sorry.
Oh, okay.
10?
Yeah, still 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, which Virgin ship did you go on?
We did the inaugural for Scarlet Lady.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How was that one? Now, I've heard like it's a whole different vibe.
It is completely a different vibe. It is a completely different energy. And if you are not prepared to entertain yourself, then you will not have fun.
Okay. Yeah,
well, see, I would have thought that it would have been more like a Carnival cruise without the children. You know,
it's
like
a Carnival
partying.
Cruise turned up to 10 without children.
Yeah.
At least 10.
So it's very interesting because I always say I don't know who they actually market that cruise towards. And that inaugural, we absolutely could not figure it out because there was such a crazy blend of I don't want to say characters, but characters.
Yeah.
Characters.
Yeah. So I don't really know who they market that towards. I know, adults only, but the actual demographic of people, like who are you marketing this ship towards? Because I don't even think they know. To be honest.
Well, you know, Richard Branson is a weird guy anyway, so
absolutely.
So I've heard.
Yeah. So you guys just got off the Magic a little bit ago. It's Tom's favorite. It's mine. I always say it's my favorite, but it's slowly being not true anymore.
That's because it was
It was my very first cruise, and so that was kind of a big deal for me. But I honestly got to say the Vista has kind of won me over in maybe favorite category. But I haven't been on a whole lot of different classes of ships, and so that was kind of like my first taste of a bigger ship. And so,
I mean, I've been on 4 different classes, and I still like the Dream class the best so far.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of where we fall because we kind of cruise. We've almost cruised like every ship in the same class. Like we started off with the Victory, and then we went to Liberty, Conquest, and then Sunshine. So it's almost like we're almost cruising that same class of ship.
Yeah.
And I'm sure somebody, I say this all the time, I'm sure somebody will tell me if it's not in the same class as I say that in a vlog. And
the Sunshine class is a different, the Sunshine is in a different class than those, but I mean, because it was the Destiny and the Destiny was its own class. And then whenever they upgraded it to the Sunshine, then they changed it to the Sunshine class.
Right. So I can always depend on you to keep me straight.
if we don't stay straight, we will get set straight pretty quick.
Yeah,
We've learned that early on with the podcast. So
we have to have our our knowledge out there, otherwise people will correct us. We found out
very quickly, very quickly. So and I have the issue of calling it a boat.
Oh,
and
I do too.
That's her.
Yeah.
That and the Titanic being played are her two biggest pet peeves.
Why is it not illegal for them to play that Celine Dion song on a cruise ship?
Hey,
that's really funny.
They actually played Titanic on the 100th anniversary on one of the ships.
Really?
They sing it in one of the shows.
And we talk about this as Norwegian hits the iceberg this week.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just a growler.
Yeah.
They just stepped on a pebble. No big deal.
Yeah. They just had to cancel the rest of the cruise and send it back to Seattle. That's all.
It's all good.
My family's getting ready to go on a Alaskan cruise, and I sent that to them just as a little dig because I can't go on that one. So.
No, I absolutely just convinced him. Y'all know, Cruise 2024, we can't talk past 2023, right?
Yeah,
we can't do that yet. No,
I just convinced him 2 or 3 days ago to book an Alaska cruise for 2024. Nice. And then I saw it in the wee hours of the morning. I saw it and I was just like, man, I hope he doesn't say it.
It was literally the first thing I saw.
It was the first thing.
That is so funny.
So all these friends of mine, I'm like, I try to convince them to go on cruise, and they're like, oh no, I've seen Titanic. I'm like, there's no icebergs in the Caribbean.
Yeah,
but there are icebergs in Alaska.
Right. Yes, that is so funny. So how long? So you are also a travel advisor.
Yes.
That's the proper term, right? I had to look it up.
That's the term that I use. Yes. A lot of people say agent. I say advisor just because. Yes.
Fancy.
Pinky finger up.
Yes.
I say advisor because I don't claim to know everything. My full-time job is I am an insurance agent. That's what I get paid to do, right? So I have to pass a test to know that. And of course you got to take the trainings from different cruise lines and all that stuff to know what you're doing. But at the same time, I don't claim to know everything.
Right.
I book a lot of cruises, but I'm just now getting into all-inclusive. So I can advise you on what we've done on cruises and what I feel like would be a good fit for you. But I am not a travel agent. I'm not going to tell you because you're not going to call me and say, well, you told me, you told me, and they will.
Yes.
So I can give you my advice and I can tell you, and I'd be more than happy to help you book the travel and then walk through things with you. But I'm not going to call myself a travel agent because I feel like that's disrespectful to people who've been doing it for years. You know?
Yeah.
And there's people who know everything, and that's just not who I am.
Right.
And how did you get involved in becoming a travel advisor? Did you just say, I like cruising, so this will be a good gig?
Well, honestly, kind of yes and no. So we took our first cruise in 2017, and then we took our second cruise, and it ended up being a group of people. And then the next year we took another cruise and ended up being a group of people. But I was doing all the arranging. I did the hotel, I did the transportation, I booked everyone's cabins. I did everything. And I was like, I'm doing this for free and I'm getting nothing for it. And I might as well just go ahead and, take advantage of the situation. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but that's what it was. I was doing the work and not getting paid for it. So
I'd do the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if I can make money off of doing what, helping my friends, doing what I do with my friends and helping them, then pay me.
I was gonna say you've been doing that already. He's the one that got me into cruising.
Yes, I have. Oh, we won't even go with what's going on right now. So
yeah, he's got a live one. So, but yeah.
Well, I gotta tell you, and I'll tell anybody, even if, because I've noticed a lot lately, especially since we've been doing YouTube, everybody is saying, how do I become a travel agent and how do I do this? And I'll just do your research, man.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of companies out here. There's a lot of MLMs. There are a lot of companies that charge you for training they should be giving you. Do your research, because there are agencies and out there that will actually give you everything you need and not try to break the bank while doing it, because you still have to make that money up. I always say, whatever you put in, of course you got to, give money to make money, but at the same time, you shouldn't have to give a leg to make a few cents, because you're not getting the full commission if you're not a host agent. So, definitely do your research and see where it fits for you.
Okay. I mean, so do you and Amanda working for the same travel company?
No, we do not. And I actually don't know who her host agent is. I haven't even asked her. I just, it's funny. We started talking and then we just became friends so fast. I didn't even think to even go past that point. She's just, I just know we do the same thing. So
that's awesome.
So technically, so for those of y'all who don't know, we have a group cruise coming up called the Family Reunion Group Cruise. And Siobhan is one of the people that you can book through.
Yes.
And we will have her information at the bottom of the description.
It'll be in the description.
So so basically everyone from our group cruise is booking through two different companies then.
Yes. Two different companies, but all the same family.
Yes. We are the same family.
We are the same family.
I think Gary has become the brother that I never thought I wanted. He's giving me such a hard time about the breakfast burrito being number 4 on my list of breakfast items from Blue Iguana.
No, I don't think that's not a bad placement for that. I agree with you, and I like Blue Iguana.
Yeah, see. Yeah. But I'm not even big on Mexican food.
Either. I'm not.
I love it.
I am very indifferent towards Mexican food.
Yeah, I don't even think he's even eating that Blue Iguana. We just thought about that. No,
come here, Brandon. Me and you, man. Me and
you. Oh yeah, I would put Blue Iguana was pretty high, the burrito anyways, on the list. But I didn't actually start eating the breakfast burritos until my last cruise, and because I never give it a shot.
Yeah.
And usually I'm at like the dining for breakfast, or I got like room service or something ridiculous. And I had it last time, and I was like, why haven't I not been doing this more?
Yeah, now I have to try it next time.
I'm surprised you never did try it, because you eat like the first 5 cruises that you were on, you ate like a hobbit.
Yes. Yeah. It was very. I can't do it anymore. No. But it was legendary.
Our breakfast dining is very weird.
Yeah. So by the time we get to breakfast, it's my second breakfast, because I'm up.
Yeah, I feel you there.
As soon as the sun peaks over the horizon, I'm up. Yeah. So I'm up getting my coffee, and I've already had like a little breakfast snack. Yeah. So I'm waiting for him to stir around, and then by the time he stirs around and get together, then we go to the dining room. This is time for second breakfast. So I'm eating twice already.
and then you gotta go to the dining room for brunch. Get that 12-hour French toast.
Oh my gosh, I had this last cruise. I was like, "What? I've never tried it." Yeah. And I couldn't believe it. It was amazing.
It's wonderful.
Oh, yeah, I cried.
As well, you should.
I mean, I could have gone into a diabetic coma, but I didn't care at that point because I was happy.
Absolutely, it was amazing. And I'm kind of sad they took away like the cereal French toast that they used to have. You remember that?
From the Sous at Sea.
Yeah. Like that French toast looked. I never tried it because I was like, it seemed like a lot of sugar. But now that I've tried the regular French toast, I'm kind of intrigued, and they don't even have it anymore.
When my son was 16 years old, I drug him to that just so I could have the French toast with the Fruit Loops.
I think it was like Fruit Loop.
It was Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to look like the weirdo that's like shows up without a kid. and he was just like the whole time, just real grumpy.
He didn't want to be there.
I know the feeling.
I got pictures with like Cat in the Hat, and I'm like, All excited.
Thing 1 and thing 2.
Yeah.
Did you actually join in the parade?
Yeah.
That's what you need to do is get a picture of you next to the odd sign with odd, or thing 1 and thing 2.
Thing 1, thing 2, yeah. So with the family reunion group cruise, we've been talking about it for a few weeks, but sometimes I don't think we really give it justice about what all that we're to expect. So if our listeners do book through you, what kind of like extra perks do you get like that you wouldn't normally get by booking?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you book through either myself or Amanda, right now what we have arranged was to get strawberries and champagne on boarding day. You'll get a Carnival tote. We are doing the cocktail hour where you get the drink for free. Cool. and booking inside of the group. And then also you're going to do $75 on board credit. If we book over our allotted cabins, we can raise that up to $100. So we're hoping that we'll get enough people where we can, raise those amenities and get a little more perks than what we are able to offer. Because even, there's even an option to maybe even kind of reduce the price of the cabins if we get enough amenities. Yeah. So, I know a lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people are interested. I've had a few content creators reach out. And then, of course, we're doing where the first 6 content creators, they actually get their logos on the back of the shirt as well. Mm-hmm. So we have one more spot to fill. And I have like 2 people who've been emailing me saying they wanted to come. So I'm not going to call any names, but you know who you are.
Go ahead and call them out. Call them out.
Cruising with Cat. Oh, no.
Too funny.
So yeah, we definitely want to do that. We also want to set up some activities, and we do have one thing that we're setting up. Teresa from the Traveling Mannings is setting up like a postcard exchange, but we want to do fun activities, but we want to set it up to where everybody can have a vote within the Facebook group. Because what we're doing is once you book, you actually are put into our private Facebook group where we discuss things that we're going to do on the cruise. So we want everybody's opinion. We want it to be fun for everybody because, everybody's cruise is different. We don't expect you to want to be with us 24/7, but you do want to do things with the group, right? So
yeah, like a slot pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I have no idea. First of all, I love a casino, but I cannot figure out Carnival's casino to save my life. So I need you.
You need to break the algorithm.
You need to help a sister out.
see, the one slot pool I organized, by the end, everyone was mad at me.
Yeah.
Oh no. So you're not the person.
It was the situation.
No one was everyone was just like pushing the button, so I had to do something. So someone won something and I screamed like we won a jackpot.
Oh
yeah, he screamed
made everyone in the group start screaming, yelling, hollering, and then people around us were looking at us like, what's going on? And we only won like $100.
Oh no.
It was like the loudest you could imagine a group of people. We had like 10, 15 people just it was so funny.
On the Magic, we were watching a slot pool, and I swear to goodness, it was like at least $5,000.
Yeah, they were just
Wow.
I mean, he had a note. I don't know. See, I don't know how to organize it. Like, do you pull numbers based on who gets to pull the slot? Like, I don't know. The guy was meticulous. Like, he had a notebook and he was pulling numbers, and you get to go next. And I mean, they were diligent. I was trying to figure out
what I did was, everyone put in $21. And we go to a Wheel of Fortune machine, a $1 Wheel of Fortune machine, which is a $3 max bet. You get 7 spins. Yeah, 7 spins.
Yeah.
And at the end of the 7 spins, so the next person goes up, which I have a list, of who signed up when and who gave me their money, when, and I just go from there. It's like first come gets their first gets the first spins. So, and I took the last one. So
it sounds like we're doing a slot pool organized by Bud Heineken.
Yes.
Yes.
I love it.
Amanda added to the list.
Yeah. Now, I'm coming in with a hot tip here. Okay, so I did this. I will tell you, I've spent about $40 in the casino. That's about it. And for whatever reason, I saw that Carnival has that match play where if you gamble at another casino, you can upload your card and you just take a picture of it, your loyalty card, and you send it into Carnival. Well, and I may be telling on myself here, but I've been to Vegas a couple times and I have a loyalty card from MGM. I've never gambled in Las Vegas, and the only points on there is for me booking the hotel room. And so they gave me an instant offer for my very first cruise, casino offer, based off of that. And it's not a great offer, but it's like I was like, I got one.
No, I did the same thing and they sent me nothing.
They sent you nothing?
Card. No,
I got it instantly.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I have to send it again.
Yeah, you're not doing right.
Apparently, I'm not going to Vegas enough, or I'm not cruising with Bud. Which one is it?
Hey. It's my mother's.
That, I was about to say, it's more Bud's mom.
I can't let my mother cruise by herself. I mean,
exactly.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well,
she
Trevor,
can't stay in that suite all by herself.
I know you don't know this, but we have a little secret. Amanda and I discussed having a Trevor fashion show.
Sweet. I'm all about it.
We were secretly discussing. We may do it still, and you won't know.
Yeah.
But we were secretly discussing everybody getting the same shirt and a pair of khaki shorts and doing your fashion show on the ship.
So
I had so much fun doing those.
We had discussed just the three of us, he and I and our other friend. But if you're getting everyone, that'd be great.
Yeah,
it'd be hilarious. Like that would be amazing.
Yes,
but you have to MC it, so you have to do your whole. You have to do that. And let everybody else do your fashion show.
Yes.
So hold on a second. So everyone is doing the fashion show, and I have to go to the MDR with a Speedo. Really?
Apparently by yourself, because Brandon is not.
I'm absolutely not doing that.
That's a hard pass for me. No. I might be going to trivia if you're up there with a Speedo. Right. I'm just saying.
I was volunteered for that. I was like, what? No. No one wants to see this.
The Speedo may be more of Lido at the buffet.
That's a Lido thing. That's not an MDR thing.
Yeah, that's maybe buffet activities.
That's from our April Fool's episode.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was a good episode.
Yeah.
Bacon. I love bacon.
Yeah.
Hey, like I said, give a vegan bacon. They'll love it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. One of our first, I think it was my first cruise, we saw a lady that it always makes me think about the bacon, people demanding like a tray of bacon, because the lady seriously wanted like the tray of bacon, and he was like, I could only give you 3. And she was like, I want it all. And I was like, oh my gosh.
There's 4,000 other people on the ship who wants bacon.
Right. He looked like he was in a dilemma. He was like by himself. I felt so bad for the guy. He ended up giving her like a whole plate of bacon.
Did he really?
He did. She was loud.
No, I'm not. I'm not that game. No, I'm not gonna play that game. That's above my means. I'm not that desperate for bacon.
Yeah. She was real loud. It was something else, but that's always stuck with me for my first like crazy person on a cruise moment.
Ours, the lady that was mad that her eggs weren't raw enough on the Royal Caribbean.
What? She ordered over easy, and they weren't running it.
They weren't over easy enough. Apparently, she had she went through like 3 waiters, the chef, and then like the restaurant manager on the ship, and nobody could please her. We were just sitting there like, ma'am, you are not in a 5-star restaurant. Like, what about eggs? Like, we'll never do this again, and we're gonna go and eat in the main dining room. I was like, well, you're still not gonna get 5-star eggs in the main. You're on a cruise ship.
Who comes on a cruise ship looking for like, especially in the Lido deck, looking for like 5-star quality cuisine. You're just there to put some food in your belly to go on an excursion or go about your day.
You just need enough to get you to your first Guy's Burger until Guy's Burger joint opens, basically.
That's it. Well, we want Royal, so maybe we.
Oh yeah, well,
yeah. Well,
yeah. Royal doesn't have Guys. They're not.
No, that's probably why she was mad.
Speaking of Guys,
oh, go ahead.
We found out that there is a Guy's Kitchen and Bar in Oklahoma. And
you found out. I've known about it.
Well, I didn't realize. And I think we're going to make a road trip for a special episode. And we're going to record on location eating a Guy's Burger at Guy's. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
I have family in Oklahoma. My aunt lives there.
So, yeah, what part of Oklahoma?
Yeah.
It's southern, really close to Texas. So it's in Durant.
I live in Tulsa. He lives in Oklahoma City. And the casino we're going to is in Durant, which is in southeastern.
Yeah, it's about a 2-hour drive from me.
Okay. I mean, my aunt lives in Edmond.
Yeah,
that's close to
about
Trevor.
the same. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if we're ever in Edmond.
Yeah. There you go.
No kidding.
Yeah. That's about 20, 25-minute drive.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, not far at all. So, yeah, y'all are at this way.
Yeah.
Definitely hit us up. So.
We're like an hour. It was about an hour drive last time I drove to your house. So
yeah,
that's not bad because that turnpike that's there now.
Yeah, we got a new turnpike.
Wow.
But it's so good having you guys today. We're definitely gonna have to bring you guys back, especially as the family reunion group cruise gets closer and closer. Share your socials. What I know you guys have the YouTube at youtube.com/Parkers on the Go. Yes. And you also have parkersonthego.com as your website.
Yes.
And Twitter. And you guys, it's Go Parkers.
Yes, Twitter is Go Parkers. Apparently,
yes. Did you have anything else you wanted to share?
Yeah, we also have Instagram, and apparently we just started a Pinterest that he doesn't know about too. So.
Oh, okay.
For those who know, I don't handle the channel. I'm just here to pay for things.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about anything. It's not really my channel. It's really her.
Now that's not true. You are the face of the channel. HHB.
I am not. I don't know about things. So, breaking news, we have Pinterest now.
Breaking news.
Come on.
I love it.
Hot honey buns. Just think of hot honey buns.
Hot honey buns. There you go. I don't know. We'll see what we try this week on the channel. I don't know if we're going to do a Brandon tries a different form of honey bun this week.
Yeah, I love y'all's channel.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Well, no, you can't do that.
No cheese?
That's like eating my friend's wife who makes pears with mayonnaise and cheese on it. It's gonna have that same texture I have feeling.
I'm not.
It's a texture thing.
Last week I had the honey buns with butter, which it was good, but it's just super, super thick. So it was like a cake.
Yeah.
So
I do enjoy the variety on y'all's channel on your YouTube. So it kind of takes you behind the scenes and kind of get to know you guys personally and get to see you guys while you're out having fun on cruises and vacations.
Well, we appreciate it. We try to be open book. And like I said, I always say, whatever you see is who you get in person. We are just who we are, and we can't figure out how to be anybody else because we're nerds. The whole time I've been sitting here looking at your background here, I've been trying to figure out how many of these wrestlers I've seen in person. And the answer is 0. I haven't seen any of them in person.
Yeah. That's funny.
Of course, Trevor doesn't know about Brandon's other podcast.
I don't.
Oh, you didn't know about that?
No. There's another podcast. What
well, you have something to plug there.
Yeah, it is Kings with a Z of Dysfunction with an I. FUNC TION. Nailed it. We release episodes either Friday night or Saturday morning.
Okay.
Just for friends, just talking about current events wrestling.
Nice. I will definitely be tuning in for that.
Thank you. We appreciate that. So yeah, that is my plug.
Yeah, Trevor and I used to have a wrestling podcast too.
Way back when.
Yeah.
Back when we were bitty babies.
Oh.
So
I don't think I was ever a bitty baby.
Bitty podcasting babies.
Me.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us again. We will have, like I said, all the socials down below. So if you are interested in anything like the Family Reading Group cruise or just booking a cruise in general, this is your go-to right here. If you want to check out our podcast page, it's a YouTube or Facebook.com/Carnival Cruising Podcastaways. And yeah, we have a group and a page. So the group is a little bit crazy, so forewarned. And so, yeah. But just know that you matter, you are significant, and you are loved. Now send us out.
Remember, anything that happens on the ship stays on YouTube. Bye.
See ya.